Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a video that I've actually had a lot of requests for because my glow up has been the most crazy glow up of all time, if I do say so myself. I was not that cute at 17. I really wasn't. I will insert some photos for you to see. And this is not just appearance wise, like we're definitely going to be speaking about appearance too, like how to improve your appearance, how to come off more confident, like all of that, and everything that actually makes you come off as very attractive and very put together and pretty, and all of these things that I actually have done physically to change my actual appearance. However, I also want to touch on a lot of other things that are more internal that actually really come out in the way you look, in the way you glow, in like inflammation, like everything that might be really dragging you down without you noticing it. I've been through the ringer in terms of like high stress, high just awful environments, and when I look back at photos of me during those times, it's unbelievable because it is a lot to do with mental. It's not all just like, Botox and hair extensions. I'm just gonna start with some of the physical things that I've done to improve the way I look. I'm gonna save like the real big stuff to like further into the video, so it's gonna get more and more and more serious as we go along, and then to like the final points, which are gonna be maybe a little bit more like heavy topics. Let's start with the flimsy stuff, which is a few things for my appearance that I've done to improve the way I look. This is all of how I looked before in terms of my hair. So I wouldn't really do anything to it. It was just sort of like my natural hair. I've been doing balayage on my hair, and it honestly has just really improved my confidence in many ways. I feel like I look sort of lighter and happier, and just like it suits me personally, in my opinion. People's suits sometimes really look good with their natural hairstyle, their natural hair color. Sometimes people suit a different color, and that's okay. And I think the biggest thing in terms of hair is really figuring out what looks good on you. Your hair can absolutely transform you. It's like night and day. Like it honestly can make you into a different person completely. Find a hair color, hairstyle that really suits who you want to be. And this hair personally for me is like just my standard hair now, because it feels like me. When I have like just my natural hair, I find that with my skin tone and everything like that, I look extremely pale and extremely washed out. However, with some of the slight blonde bits in it, like the balayage bits, this is still my root color, but it's kind of mixed in with like a few lighter bits. It really just helps my complexion not look as pale, and I look more alive and happy. And like it took me a while to realize that this is the hairstyle that suits me best, and like the hair color that suits me best. And then alongside hair is hair health. Like if you do a lot of heat on it, and I am that person because I have actually very curly hair and I despise it on me. Like I just don't suit it at all. Like I've seen people that have naturally curly hair that then go full on natural all the time, and they look stunning. But me, I do not. Like it makes me look absolutely ridiculous. It makes my forehead look this big when I have curly hair. So I avoid it like the plague. However, it's also like making sure you take care of your hair. So for example, I know this is extremely expensive, and even it hurt my actual soul deep down in order to buy this, but it has actually made a massive difference in my hair. And it's like the Dyson Air Straight or the Dyson Airwrap or any sort of like the Shark one, literally any of them, that kind of dries your hair into position rather than having to use a flat iron and a curler all the time. I've got no hair extensions in at all. This is all my natural hair, and my ends are no longer like crispy fried chicken. Number two, appearance wise, is I do get lash extensions. Now, do I recommend this? Probably not, because yes, it does do some damage to your natural lashes, which is definitely the downside of this. I recommend definitely going the serum route and finding a really good serum for your eyelashes, really sticking at it, making them grow, making them nice and long. But I also, as a pro, I really do love them. Like they really give me a lot of confidence. I've never ever been the type of girl to have really thick, voluminous, beautiful lashes. Like that has never been me. My lashes have always been very short, very small. I was not blessed in that department genetically, that is for sure. I always think like natural is best for sure, and if you can really stick it out with the lash serum, absolutely go that direction. But I'm just letting you know what I've personally done to glow up, because without the lashes, I just don't look as good, okay? I'm gonna be real. Next up is healthy eating. Now this will absolutely completely transform you. Like I have never seen anything like this. This is probably one of the top things you can, more honestly above fitness, way above fitness. How you eat is probably the most crucial thing for your appearance by far. And I do not say this lightly. Like, go from, you know, really inflamed, a bit lifeless and really swollen and just a completely different person, and then they start eating incredibly healthy, really good, high nutrient rich food, non-processed food diet, and oh my effing god, like it is absolutely insane, the transformation of these people and the transformation of me doing this, okay? And when I look at my diet at that time, I was drinking a hell of a lot of alcohol. I worked at a bar, a given. And then I was also getting takeout all the time. I would have Domino's pizza maybe 4 times a week. I was still working out at this point, okay? This is what I mean. Fitness only goes so far. You can't do loads of fitness and then eat terribly bad and then drink all the time. This is why I'm saying with utmost confidence that food and your diet is by far the number one. If you can nail that, if you can have a really healthy diet, high in protein, you know, good old steaks that have, I know, sorry for the vegans watching this, but genuinely steak is so fantastic for you. Eggs, milk, salmon, seafood, there's just so many amazing things out there for you that really change entirely how you look, how you feel is a big one as well. Like your energy levels will go from 0 to 1,000 just by eating a good diet. And I feel it week to week. Like if I have a week of eating really badly, I am not the same person. I am slow, I am groggy. Honestly, try it for yourself. Have a week of just eating junk food. It won't affect your like physique and stuff that much if it's just a week long. It will a little bit, but it's worth like actually seeing the big difference. Have the lot, you know, full of preservatives, sweeteners, just honestly go crazy for the week. And the next week, have the cleanest, most nutritious, most whole food diet you can think of. You will be absolutely astounded by the difference. I've never seen anything like it, and I've tried this out, and it was a really massive reality shock of how you really are what you eat, and what you put in your body makes you who you are. And health and skin health and brain health and hair health and everything will absolutely transform you. Okay, so the next one, which is still a very important thing, definitely not as important as your food. That is number one. I just will not back down on that point. That is number one by far. However, a second is absolutely fitness. Fitness. I love fitness. I feel like fitness really just not even gives you like the physical results that you really want, but it also gives you the health results that you really want. And when your health is up to speed and you're eating good, it's honestly just a double whammy of a great life. It also makes you look great. And who doesn't want to look great? If you're watching this video, I'm sure that is a very important thing to you. You want to present yourself well. You want to, you know, give off someone that like really prioritizes their health, their fitness, their food, like really look after themselves. And I feel like the body that you do get from the gym kind of shows your dedication, your hard work, like how much you do reinvest back into yourself and how much you prioritize your health, which is a very attractive thing. I'm not speaking about a one type body set that's like you have to be this skinny, otherwise no, it's not attractive. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying a healthy body, a good functioning body, a body in a good healthy weight, regardless of what that healthy weight might be for you. Someone's healthy weight could be, I don't know, 50 pounds heavier than my healthy weight or 50 pounds lighter than my healthy weight, and they're still healthy. So I'm talking about healthy body weight. But it's not so much about like having the perfect physique, because the perfect physique does not exist. Let me repeat, the perfect physique does not exist. There is no such thing. It's not about having that. It's about the confidence and the glow and what you radiate after investing in yourself and eating healthy and going to the gym and, you know, putting yourself in a very healthy margin for body fat and healthy margin for your heart health, for your lungs. However, I won't lie and say, oh, I don't care about the physical attributes that it gives me too, because that's a lie. Of course I do. Of course I want to look my best self. Of course I go to the gym and I train glutes because I want a big badonkadonk, because I find it very attractive when I see other girls with it. Like, I don't understand why it's become so like, ooh, to say that you want to see results from the gym. Like, I don't understand why it's such a like unspoken thing now. Like you can't say that you want to look better physically. I just think that's ridiculous. I don't understand what's so wrong about that. When you dedicate yourself to something and you are really consistent with it and you tell yourself you're going to show up and then you actually do show up, it builds this like inner confidence and inner self-esteem. If you guys do want a plan to follow, I do have a 6-month long glute focused workout plan with like voice recordings as well, talking you through everything you need to know, just explaining everything to you. That will be linked down in the description. The next thing in regards to fitness is not just the gym, but moving about, like really being active, really, you know, I don't know, going on walks, tidying the house a lot, being active, moving your body is a absolutely amazing thing that I've been doing, which has massively improved my mental health. And when you have a good mental health, you look better, you glow more. Since getting a dog, we have been going on so many more walks, like even if it's half an hour, 20 minutes, that I really just get a chance to like sit with my thoughts. I get to listen to some music, but it really does make the biggest of differences in not only your health, because obviously you're walking, it's exercise, but also in your mental health. This actually follows perfectly into, which I'm so excited about, Shocks. They are open ear headphones. I have walked outside before and had my like noise cancelling headphones on, and it was the scariest thing. I could not hear my surroundings. I almost got run over at one point. When I first saw them a while back, I was a bit skeptical because I was like, surely the sound quality is going to be shockingly bad since they're not actually like inside your ear, if you get me. And when I first tried them, I could not believe my ears about how amazing the sound quality is, not to mention the fact that they literally I'm gonna give myself whiplash in a minute, but they do not come off. Any earphone or headphone I've ever had in my life, every single one of them, probably lose or break them, these don't move. If you're a runner, these are for you. I'm personally not a runner, however, for walks, 10 out of 10. They're also ridiculously comfortable. I genuinely forget that they're there. Shocks are actually having an end of year sale. So it's literally the perfect time that if you want to get yourself together for the new year, go on your hot girl walks, go to the gym, go running, is up to 32% off and an extra £10 off with my code, which will be on the screen. The link to Shocks will be in my description box down below. Moving on to the next point about how to glow the heck up. I'm going to insert some photos on the screen of when I was probably at my lowest in the past few years. I was in an extremely bad relationship with a terrible person. I was an absolute shell of a human. I don't even recognize myself when I look at photos of me from back then. I will insert the most vulnerable of vulnerable pictures in here, so please bear with me. The most stress I've ever been in my life, like panic attacks on the daily. And when I was in that place, I looked awful. I just looked like a broken person, and I was a broken person. Having stress in your life, whether that's coming from a terrible relationship, terrible friends, your life really does show in your face. And if you're in a very bad position in terms of your relationships, like you will see it. You know, self-respect is another one that comes into play in this. Having self-respect makes you a billion times more attractive when you can hold your ground and not accept disrespect, not accept like horrible comments from people, not accept like someone, you know, using you or toying with you or anything like that, and you completely like eliminate yourself from those types of people and you have the self-respect to do that. Wow, like your glow up is next level. And I think that is probably one of the most attractive things ever. Make sure you're surrounded by good people, you respect yourself, you love yourself, you don't tolerate disrespect. And that really does come into the whole stress situation. So I feel like if you are stressed, that's maybe not to do with that kind of situation, it's maybe to do with work stress, or perhaps you've just had some children and it's stressing you out, or like there's just stress going on in your life. And let's be real, we all have stress. No one has a perfectly stress-free life. Does not exist. I mean, I don't think it does anyways, and that is normal. However, it's also very important to prioritize moments that you can let that stress go. For example, do a daily meditation, 10 minutes a day. Anybody on this planet has time for a 10-minute meditation. You can do that in the shower. or while you're pooing. Like, meditate whenever, you know, it doesn't matter. By reducing your stress levels, you will drastically reduce your inflammation, you will look better, you will feel better. It's just a win-win. Extra little like worthy mentions, which is better sleep. We all know the reasons as to why. I also need to take this advice because my sleep is dreadful, but better sleep. Hydration, obviously, drinking a bunch of water, your posture, going to the gym will really help your posture. And then also a style upgrade. I used to dress so tacky and so like, I don't even know how to explain, like maybe like a bit chavvy. Like I used to think like if I just have like a short tight dress, there we go, I look pretty. Like no, I'm actually really going more into like the classier outfits now and like dressing like a lady, you know, dressing like you have a lot of self-respect and you see yourself as a prize. And I think there's a lot that shows in your style, and if you can dress yourself, and it doesn't have to be expensive, you can get a lot of this on AliExpress or like charity shops or, you know, thrift shops. Like you can actually do this very well on a budget. Really dressing classy, you look so much more attractive to people. You're more respectable, you're more of an admiration rather than like just dressing to show as much skin as possible. So I've really come away from that because I used to think that was like the cool thing to do. And that can really, really make you come across to people so much more presentable and so much more attractive as well. Last but not least, I also want to touch on cosmetics. So Botox, fillers, blah, 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 blah. I did get half a thing of lip filler maybe like 6 years ago, which has fully gone by now. I will definitely be doing Botox quite soon because, you know, I'm gonna be 27 soon and it's like more of a preventative, so I definitely will be doing Botox, and I think it's a great one to do when you start getting close to 30. And I don't think that having work done is bad. I think it can be amazing. Little bits that enhance your own natural appearance is amazing. But I think when people go overboard trying to look like someone that they're not, I just honestly feel like it adds so many years to your face. Like you genuinely look older. I do think that when you do too much, it can actually have like the reverse effect. Let's use some examples. Molly Mayhaig with a lot of filler. She had them all dissolved and she went for a more natural look. I'm sure she still has a little bit of filler and Botox here and there. However, you can't really tell. And when you can't tell that someone's had any work done, that's because it's very, very, very good work. Like you want it to look natural. She has completely reversed aged herself just from taking those fillers out. I will definitely be doing Botox, and as I age, maybe if my lips start to sag a little bit, then yeah, sure, I'll have a little bit of lip filler again. Why not? I think when you have too much and it's too obvious, it does age you and it does have the opposite effect of what you're trying to have it do. Those are all of my tips. People that I went to high school with, I don't think would recognize me because I just look completely different. I have the most energy I've ever had, and everything all round is just better. There is no perfect body, there is no perfect face, there is no perfect anything, in my opinion. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, no one is perfect, okay? However, I think improving yourself and improving your quality of life massively makes a difference in how you come across to people, in how you show up for yourself. And when your energy changes, you feel more attractive, you look more attractive, and it's a lovely place to be. Do not forget the shock sale, which ends on the 31st of December. The link will be down in the description. Plus my code will save you an extra £10 off. Thank you again to Shox for partnering with me. And make sure you're subscribed, okay? I looked on YouTube analytics and apparently 50% of my watchers are not subscribed. Why? And I will see you all probably in the new year now. Oh my God, 2025.